Good morning, Meatface 317 Nation. It's early. Got my morning coffee. Look at this. This is a great mug. I don't know if you can see it or not. World's #1 dad. I'm really stoked this morning because we're doing the second part of the video. And for those of you who know me, I gotta have my coffee. So, want to be really careful not to get the pork juice in my coffee this morning. First video, we seen how we injected the butts. We got those all ready. So, we are gonna put on my good surgical gloves here. These are a little bit thicker than what I normally use to handle meat. But let's go ahead and do this. So this part is about applying the rub. So tell you, I just threw together rub. I've been doing this for a long time now. I have a bunch of rubs that are in my house. And I really have so many that I am just trying to use them up at this point. So I did put together a rub. This is not a commercial rub. This is one that those of you who've been by my house know that I have a really big spice rack. And so I basically took some chili powder, paprika, that was the base of it. Ooh, look at those bad boys. Hello, meat candy alert. So, what I basically did is, I took some chili powder, some paprika, those were my base, doing a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, white pepper, some hickory smoked sea salt, just a pinch of jalapeno powder, a pinch of mustard powder, and there's something else. See, I really need to start writing this stuff down because this could turn out to be better than any of the rubs that I've ever created. And then next thing you know, I haven't even remembered what was in them. But that's me. Old age and kids will make your memory go a little bit. So start writing stuff down. If you guys do start experimenting in your kitchen, which you should, all good cooks should, but write that stuff down as you go. Keep a log, a barbecue log, something like that helps. So if you look at these, getting back to the meanwhile back at the ranch, getting back to these pork butts, look at that. Now you could say you want to trim them. We're just going to trim these bad boys up whole. You know, there's a little big piece of fat right here that you could go in and trim, but it's not too bad. Some people trim the back of these. I know we're going to start trimming the back of these when we do Meatface 317 because we are going to be getting into sausage making. That will be a whole nother video. And then this one as well too. This one is really marbled. You could argue taking some of this stuff off, but personally, you don't have to if you don't want to. We're going to low and slow these on the smoker. And all that fat should render just fine. Collagen should render just fine. And sometimes it makes for a tasty piece of bark. So we're not going to just stick it all in there, basically. But, so you got these things right here, these beautiful pieces of meat. And so now we're going to slather them up. The philosophy on slathering is before you put your rub on, you need something to help the rub adhere to the meat. Some people use peanut oil, vegetable oil. You can use water. You can add some type of moisture. Down south in Memphis, they're big mustard people. I'm not from Memphis. I'm from Indianapolis, Naptown. But we're going to use mustard in this particular case. Now, I'm going to show you what mustard I have. My wife, my loving wife, loves to pick me up mustard. She knows that stuff that I like, not on my sandwiches, but sometimes when I barbecue. But don't be, this is as gifts. She might be out of town somewhere, some special boutique, some type of farmer's market or something like that. And she brought me back this. I've never tried before. This is blackened Cajun mustard. This is batch number 2 blackened Cajun mustard. So this is good. I'm gonna want some of the batch number 1. Plug. I need to get some advertising dollars. Thank you. Anyway, I'm not sure where she got this at, but this has a little apple cider vinegar, mustard seed, Fountain Square Brewery amber beer. Okay. Water, molasses, cayenne pepper, sea salt, garlic, and spices. Perfect. So what we are going to do is, we got that. Now this is labeled Magic Dust, but this isn't the Magic Dust rub. I have a Magic Dust rub that I got from Amy Mills and Mike Mills, barbecue legends. If you like to read barbecue books, I highly recommend getting Peace, Love, and Barbecue, written by Mike and Amy Mills. Multiple world championships, really, really good people on the circuit. Probably should have brought the book, put it in this video, but that's okay. It is still a really, really good book. So you'll hear me talk about a bunch of different barbecue books as I do these videos, because I am, a student of the game. I'm always learning. There's never really one right way to do this. And thank you, Andy, for introducing me. If you catch a look at this video, Andy is a head pit master. He took me under his wing for Ansdell Pork. Whoop, whoop. Hopefully we break that top 10, baby, this year in Memphis, but that's okay. Getting back to the video, don't have the Magic Dust. This is just some house rub. We're gonna call this house rub batch number 1. So I'm amped this morning, y'all. Let me get some more of this Triple X. I do roast my own coffee. You guys who know me, if I like something, I go all out. So I will probably do some coffee roasting videos here. So, all right. So let's get down to rubbing some butts. Let's get another set of gloves on here. Personally, you can get food gloves. I get my gloves at Harbor Freights. I love Harbor Freights. I'm a tool guy. Some of you who know me, I am in the vocational trades by trade. I do heating and air, and I'm just a tool junkie. And by the way, get your kids involved in the trades. We are short. We need people. Another plug. Okay, so we're gonna rub down these butts with this rub. Let's see what we got here. So I'm just gonna stick it in. I'm gonna stick it in. All right. This is interesting. Looks like there is some. What is this? Mustard seed. Okay. This has some mustard seed in it, this rub. Wasn't really look at the consistency, but hey. Man, I probably should have did this with my left hand because I am a righty. But what we want to do is just massage the meat. If you can do one hand, flip it over, do the other side. All right. Flip it over. Massage the meat. Don't go there. Oh yeah. That's perfect right there. So now we're going to do this other one. If you ever think about getting your boy a gift, I do like spices. I'm a spice addict. I like different type of fancy mustards, and I ain't talking about Grey Poupon, and you better not bring me back no Frenchies. But hey, that's nice, inexpensive for your boy's birthday, December 1st. Sagittarius in the house. There you go. Some people say mustard does have that vinegar in there, so that acidity likes to break down some of that meat, and that's good. Like I said, we're mainly using this as an inherent, just another layer of flavor on the butts. And like I said, again, these are some, I think this is a 5 pound, 6 pound butt. Those are perfect because you're not really going to be talking about an all day smoke, especially if you have a big smoker. Of course, putting 2 pieces of meat on a smoker increases the time, unless you have a lot of space on your smoker. And so we'll be going over the smoking part next. Now, for pork butts, oh, the other ingredient I put in here was brown sugar. I am not really necessarily a big brown sugar type of guy, but I do like brown sugar on my pork butt rubs. So a little brown sugar on some butts never hurt, but I just like it on pork butt. Sugar sometimes tends to darken a little bit, but on these we are going to want it for that good crust. You'll see what I'm talking about once we get to the smoking section. So light sprinkle here. Oh, there it is. A little fennel seed is in this. I don't know if any of you guys watch Barbecue Pitmasters. Tuffy Stone hit me to add fennel on pork, and actually I think Chris Lilly uses it too. Try it with your rubs. Some of you gourmet guys, I don't know if any of you guys know who Chris Lilly is. Big Bob Gibson Barbecue in Alabama. He has won multiple world championships. He's a Kingsford representative. And look at, he's a really good guy, but he did hit me, him and Tuffy hit me to some adding fennel into the rub. Just really good on pork. So I'm a patter. I'm not a rubber when it comes to rubbing your meat. Get your minds out of the gutter. I am just more of a patter. And you don't really need a really like thick coat of rub. You know, some people like to put it on real heavy. I'm not. Just to get the meat covered, because after this we are going to put it back in the fridge. And I also like to add rub throughout the smoke too, as well, as you'll see. So make sure you get all this stuff covered, because we're going to want this stuff to soak into the meat. Notice my one-handed technique. Well, there's one. And now we're going to do the other one. I think I already hit this top once, but that's okay with it again. I'll tell you what, if smells could come through a camera right now, this has a really nice aroma on that mustard. I hope my wife remembers where she got this from. I'm gonna get the money muscle part for all you people who like to do competition. Come back down here. Now these are bone-in butts as well too. Personally, I like the bone-in butts. You can, if you go up to Costco, get them without the bone. But to me, the bone does add, oh, money muscle right here. Well, you know it's early. I done told y'all the wrong money muscle. Where was I at here? Oh, the bone-in. Bone-in adds another level of flavor. Plus that bone-in is almost like an internal thermometer, and you'll see it when you're cooking. And once that bone starts to pop out, you're almost going to know these pork butts are done. They're usually like to temperature, but you can get them at Costco without, and I guess that way you're not paying for the weight of the bone. So to each his own. But I like about, I've cooked them both ways. You can still impart flavor with your injections and your rubs. I think that's really about it, though. Okay, I might be going a little bit over. Let's pat them down here. So we got those good and going. We got a little bit of rub left over. We will kind of sprinkle those throughout. So now what we are going to do is put these back in the pan. Now you can see, good and rubbed down. And what we're going to do is we're going to put these back in the fridge. Really, you need at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes to let that rub get in. The longer the better. So you could do that. They have been marinating for, shoot, I don't know, maybe overnight at least. We did the other video yesterday. Today is Sunday, so this will be Sunday dinner. Big Mama's house, like that Sunday dinner when I can, when I'm not busy. But we're gonna let it, put it in, stick it in the fridge, marinate. I think it's like 9 a.m. We just sprung forward because it's spring is in the air, spring is in the air. All right, no more singing. But we're gonna put these in the fridge, man. Let that rub get in, penetrate the meat, just another level of flavor. Next video, we're gonna be talking about smokers, and I've changed my, for those of you who know me, I might have changed my barbecue philosophy a little bit. I'll explain that during the next video on different types of smokers and how you smoke. So don't be surprised when I show you which smoker I'm going to use. Some of you may have talked to me before, but we'll get to that in the next video. Other than that, hey guys, thank you. April 1st, Meatface 317. Also, we started a YouTube channel. So I probably should have put this at the beginning of the video, but I need you guys to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down there. So please hit the subscribe button. More videos to come. Other than that, that's really about it. See you guys later. Bye. Thanks. I'm going to edit this video now.